today for another episode of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind. We're good to go. So yes, actually I've returned to actually do another episode of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind on this stream. Actually, I've come episode 7 of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind. And as we know, episode 6 was beautiful. Absolutely, it was really freaking amazing, I must say. Like, everything about it was just absolutely incredible. I can't fault the actual adaptation in any way, shape, or form because, it was exquisite. It was exquisite. I must say, we've got my boy's backstory, my husband's backstory. We actually got the importance of why the importance of Bruno, really, in a nutshell, because you actually kind of see what kind of character actually does in Fury kind of possess towards narrative. And I actually really did like that about him. And also, as well, we actually got to see Moody Blues as well, which was just beautiful. I can honestly say, I was just like, oh my god, where have you been all my life, JoJo Part 5, the anime series? Where have you been? It's just exquisite. Really, it is. So yeah, I mean, episode 7 will be the quintessential episode, I must say, because this holds one of the biggest memes of JoJo Part 5, one of the best moments of Part 5 as well, because it literally comes out of nowhere, and it's just so freaking good. I love that. I love this part so much. I've actually seen one picture of it, like, yes, they actually are adapting it. I started crying. I was like, I've waited for this moment for a long time. So anyway, it's actually planned to actually gone live for JoJo Part 5 episode 7. So, yeah, we're currently, I should be watching an episode in about, 30 seconds? So I'll do a countdown, and you can actually probably, do it from there. So, gone live for episode 7 of JoJo Part 5. JoJo Part 5, Golden Wind. Golden Wind. Golden Wind, there we go. I couldn't spell wind. And I think away we go. I like to think away we go. Away we go. Right, let's actually refresh Twitch quickly and actually get my viewer count in, because it will never tell me my viewer count for some odd reason. There we go. Right, so let's actually put Crunch one to full screen, actually get a show on the road. So in 3, 2, 1, let's actually begin this thing absolutely now. The gang is actually back as well. The gang is back. Oh, they actually are doing it as well. They're doing it. I was wondering, would they actually adapt this part as well? I mean, just the actual backgrounds and stuff like that are actually absolutely amazing as well. Like, this part has just gone out of its way. But yeah, I mean, I still appreciate the fact we actually got so much backstory on my boy last week as well. Because it's one of those ones that I really did appreciate it because his backstory is very interesting because it kind of plays into a lot of the themes of part 5. And it was done exquisitely, really it was. As I mentioned, I love Moody Blues so much because it plays a massive role into his actual persona, really. It kind of meshes the past with the present and actually kind of then builds him a future in a way. For that reason, it's really freaking amazing. I just love him so much, he's so beautiful. There's always a beautiful character in JoJo. Every single part has that one beautiful character. Part 7, you know who I mean straight away. It's like bam, straight away, like, oh, my boy. I actually can't wait for 6 bullets this week, though. 6 bullets, my boys. I still can't get past that naming. It's absolutely fantastic. It's like, how to destroy a mood in 1 sentence. 6 bullets appears. It's like, that's absolutely incredible. I mean, there are still moments in part 5 after this point anyway. There's still moments in part 5. It's why part 5 is my favourites. It's in my top 3 at this point. I love it. I love it so much. There's so much more moments after this point, but this is one of the quintessential parts of part 5. Oh. Oh my god. Here it is, lads. It's happening. I'm absolutely disbelief. This is absolutely incredible. That's it, lads. Let's just go home. There's no way. No other show will actually be able to match this at this point. They went above and beyond. I can't believe it. I can watch that all day. Look how beautiful that man is. Look how beautiful that man is. Look at his pose. Just look at the pose and admire the pose. Uh-oh. I can't believe how good his adaptation actually is. His adaptation's incredible. Like I've always known Shaft to be the studio that goes above and beyond their adaptations, but David Productions, they're creeping up there. They're creeping up there. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. I love John though because he actually because everyone else is like, "What do we do, Bruno?" He's like, "Oh wait, I've got an idea." That's why I love John so much because he actually kind of is on the outside, but he actually creeps his way in a way. It's actually kind of a novel idea when you think about it. The idea of how they characterize in Giorno. Because in some ways you could in theory interpret that Bruno and Giorno kind of have that power struggle, but in a certain way. But it's actually kind of it's really nicely characterized in a way. It's not to the point that you kind of notice. Like it's just you can notice a power struggle. It's just kind of very subtle power struggle. Because theoretically, they both can in theory could in theory be a main character. They are freaking great as well, to be honest. They actually are amazing. Oh my god, actually, they get the other moment as well. They get the actually other moment as well, which actually is pretty freaking cool. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. We've been spoiled today. We've been spoiled. I have to go watch it. I have to go watch the dance after the stream ends again. I have to go and watch that. It's just so freaking good. That dance was incredible. Oh, boys. Oh. Like how they actually built the tension in this scene as well. It's quite tense. I like how they bring up the tension in this scene. there's the other moment. I can't believe how amazing this actually is so far. It's so freaking good. Christ, that pose. That pose, though. I really do like Mista though. Mista's so freaking good. There's so many good characters in Part 5. It's the problem. It's really hard to pinpoint your favorite. I know who my favorite is, but it's really hard to pinpoint your favorite sometimes. Oh, and there we go, lads, and there we go. Oh god, the episode was freaking phenomenal. Oh god, I love it so much. Why? What do we do to deserve Part 5, the anime series? I don't know. I can't understand how they animated that dance, but they animated it so freaking amazingly. It actually really did add a lot more like kind of surrealist imagery into it, which I actually kind of appreciated. I thought that kind of doesn't very feel right at home with JoJo when you think about it, because in the actual manga, I believe it's just a dance, but they actually kind of got more surrealistic imagery, and actually just added so much more to the actual scene itself. And I thought that's actually really freaking cool. I believe that type of animation, Shaft used it in Bakemonogatari as well. They used it in quite a few of the shots they did, I believe. I'm trying to remember if it is the case or not. But anyway, yeah, it was just I can't afford to have to name which I perform. It was just freaking phenomenal. All round, just absolutely great. I mean, it was just I love Mista as well. Mista's just so freaking cool. Like I love Sex Pistols. Sex Pistols is one of the best stands in JoJo. It's because for some reason they're just so freaking cool. Just exquisite. They're just exquisite. And they just have that great personality about them as well. They kind of go above beyond what a stand normally is. I really appreciate that about them as well, because they kind of are more than what you actually expect. It makes them a lot better, I think, as well. They're actually very individual, if you get what I mean, in some cases. Oh. Oh, so yeah, I mean, the main kind of takeaway from this episode actually kind of is I like the power struggle, the evident kind of power struggle between Bruno and Giorno, because it's not as if one's better than the other, because let's face it, both can be the protagonists of JoJo Part 5, both kind of are the protagonists of JoJo Part 5. Granted, there's kind of not really a centralized protagonist. I guess Giorno kind of is. But they all kind of stand out and actually all kind of have their own stories, which actually doesn't really add to them kind of not being just secondary characters. They kind of become primary characters in a way. And I actually kind of like that about them. But yeah, the main thing is both Giorno and Bruno can very be the protagonists, because they both possess the kind of characteristics that kind of Joestar technically didn't really have beforehand, but even more so than before. And I actually do appreciate that about them, because you can see there's this idea that everyone goes to Bruno because Bruno technically is the person who's always been there since the start. But now you have this character called Giorno come into the group himself, and actually kind of then he's got all these bright ideas. I actually kind of like the fact that he's actually kind of just creeping into the group, kind of taking over in his own way, but kind of not actually overshadowing Bruno at all, because Bruno still actually possesses what you actually kind of like about the actual kind of characters in JoJo, especially as the main character. So I really do appreciate about this episode that it really didn't really delve into the idea of that power struggle between them, but not kind of exactly the same time, because there really isn't. It's kind of there, if you get what I mean, because some people go, yeah, I do appreciate Giorno's kind of plan. Besides Abakio is just like, Giorno, piss off. That's what I love about him as well. He stands up like, Giorno, piss off, the whole entire time. I love him. I love him so much. But yeah, I mean, we'll see more of Mista as time goes on as well, because Mista is one of those characters I do appreciate a lot about Part 5 as well, because he goes above and beyond just your ordinary kind of, again, secondary character. He's not, that's what I'm saying. None of the characters in this show can in theory be secondary, because it all kind of possess that personality that actually makes them primary in a way. And I think Mista's kind of proof of that as well, because you saw the little quirks he has, and I actually do appreciate that about him. And also Nanchia as well, and also Fugo as well. They're all four of them technically do in theory have just those quirks about them that really do allow them to stand out, possibly also as even in JoJo entirety as well, because let's face it, Part 5 has some of the best characters in JoJo. That's how I've always seen it. It is so freaking great. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that I love Mista as well. You actually see as time goes on what I mean as well. My throat just gave out. You see what I mean as time goes on as well. Mista's just the most incredible character. He's so freaking cool. Also believe actually getting to one of my favorite arcs in Part 5 as well soon. Not just yet, not for quite a while, but just soon. But yeah, I mean, this arc's freaking great as well, I must say. And yeah, I mean, the way they kind of animated Sex Pistols as well was just so freaking awesome. Oh man, it was great. I was just like, yes, this is what I needed. I needed this as well. And also the dance as well. I just can't fault this show now which I performed. It was just so freaking good. It really was. Animation was still top tier. The colorization, that's even a word, I believe it is, was just so freaking good as well. I must say, it's just, everyone was kind of fearing what's going to happen with Part 5, but here we are, lads. It's absolutely 10 out of 10 at the moment. It's absolutely 10 out of 10. Let's hope it continues like this. If it does, lads, it will be one of the best parts of JoJo. I believe that this will probably be the thing that JoJo Part 5 needed to actually kind of become the part, or one of the best parts in JoJo, really, because, oh, no, man, you can't be saying those. You can't be saying those words. No, not at all. No. But yeah, I mean, that is me done for today. So actually, as always, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, then do leave that good old follow on Twitch, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. And if you have enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to leave a like, then do leave that good old like on YouTube, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. And if you have enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to stay a bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. And if you want to stay a bit longer after that point, then do in theory follow me on Twitter, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. And then you actually know when streams go live, and any other streams I do as well. And if Twitter is not your thing, I do in free have Discord server as well. Actually, doesn't free tell you when these streams go live, and any other streams I do as well. But until next time, episode 8 of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind, I will see you guys later. Bye for now.